Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One time for the one time. Yes, ma'am. Hit boy on the track. And yeah, man, we're back. So you boys got to edit the playbook here again. Um, I I initially added all the plays that I wanted, took out every other play. But I'm gonna go through. I did it for Kobe White here. Set their priorities to none. Right. Some of these guys on a team like Kobe, I know for a fact he had it. You just saw he had handoff on his priorities, right? So they could call some of the plays for him. I would do that for every player on the team, right? I want everybody to basically be a standstill, spot up, knockdown shooter in our 4-out, 1-in concept. Me being the 1-in driving guard, looking to just, wreak havoc on the rim, right? You feel me? So yeah. I would also sit Vooch down for Drummond, mostly because, again, his batteries are low. I prefer Vooch over Drummond, right? Because Drummond can't shoot, as you can see. Vooch can a little bit. He can space the floor out effectively. But Drummond is a defensive anchor, and he's really good at shutting down a lot of the star players at the big man position. You can put him in at center. You can put him in at power forward, and he'll stop pretty much the Embiids, the Jokic type centers, the Giannis type centers, right? So he's great for that. And again, a defensive anchor, so he'll increase everybody's abilities defensively. Him coupled with like Alonzo Ball makes us a really good team, right? I would add more minutes to everyone else. I dropped my minutes to 24 because while I am trying to make our team, basically make me the focal point of our team in the scoring department, right? I would also try to make sure that everybody else is getting playing time. So that's why you'll probably see me be more demanding with the ball, right? Because I'm not going to be on the court like that. So I'm only trying to put up a bunch of numbers in limited minutes and make it so that, my team can, get more playing time with the league. As you see me looking at Ray Allen's free throw, I would go with this free throw, but not right now. I'd actually pick free throw 1, right, from this moment forward. But I was just studying that. To take a look at that, right? But yeah, in terms of our team, we have a lot of depth. I like that, right? That's kind of just how the NBA is. Like a lot of guys are like an 80 overall or like really close to it. And pretty much everyone in the NBA is capable, especially like the perimeter guys, right? Is capable of like putting up 30 points a night, right? So it's really the more important aspect of, becoming that guy who does that is, the intangibles, right? As you see, that was not a good idea right there. I didn't get in front of my man and I allowed him to screen my teammate. If I was in front of my man, he wouldn't have been able to screen my teammate. I could have shielded my teammate from that screen and it would have been great positioning, and yeah, we wouldn't have given up that open bucket. You saw me play good defense there. So far, it's a close game, right? But we're playing great defense. And Vooch showing me that he can be a lockdown defender or a great, center, defensive center out there, right? I get screened there. Maxey misses the shot. The hand was there. It didn't completely contest the shot, but it was still a good job there. And then right there, Drummond handles his business in the low post, right? And it doesn't matter if you can't shoot. You saw Embiid, he tried to leak down, but the AI computer, they just won't, set the center right there, right, in the paint, right? You will sometimes see them change to a 2-3 zone, but, if we hit even just one jump shot, they'll switch back. You see me throw the Beyonce I'm a diva fit and call a timeout because I didn't get the ball on the cut, and I wouldn't get the ball throughout that possession. And it just irritated me, right? Because like I said, I'm on limited minutes. I know what I'm doing is a lot like what the kids are doing with the ISO in your bag sort of cheese. But at least I'm making sure someone, right, is getting an assist. I'm not just give me the ball, ISO at the top of the key, dribble, left, right, take a shot, and complain because the Hall of Fame AI computer is so tough to get around, right? I'm not doing that, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, for the most part, I'm trying to be a good teammate. I don't do a good job there, right? I could have passed the ball to DeRozan at 3-point line. I could have gotten the ball with the cut. I don't. Instead, I'm so into what I want to do, right? I would be good with not having a bunch of supers or just me being like the only player. I would love to make my team a lot like how those like that old 176ers team look, ironically speaking, right? With AI, right? As Io tips that back in, great play, sir, and blows up the lead to 12, right? But I love that. to just have like a bunch of role player, expendable core guys who aren't really superstars, and I'm just the only guy. As you see, this is basically no longer a contest after I get sat out. We would blow the lead up to 30 at about the third quarter. They try to keep it close. They get back within about 20 or so, but I just continue to step on their neck. And we finished this game by 23-point lead, with a 23-point lead. And yeah, man. But yeah, for the most part, I would love to have my team be, you know, just me scoring like 52 points a game, as you just saw there, right? And a bunch of role players. If I had to have a star player, I would want either like a great point guard, a pass first, two-way playmaker type star point guard, a Chris Paul, a John Rondo, Alonzo Ball. You know, he's not a star, but he's really good, right? Type player. And if it had to be like a big three, then get me like an Andre Drummond star center, like a lockdown center at the center position, or a great defender at the center position. He can shut down the Embiids, shut down the Jokic's, shut down the Giannis Antetokounmpos when they decide to put him at center, right? And make life a lot easier for us in terms of, you know, defensive anchors, you know what I'm saying, at the center position. I got to redo the lineup. Vooch, Ayo was injured. It was like a day-to-day injury. He ended up healing up, and they adjusted the lineup because of that. So, you know, Vooch got back in the lineup. So I'm going to put my lineup, right? The small ball with DeMar at the 4. And we're going to get Vooch just to sit him down so until those batteries recharge, right? And ask Drummond to be the starting center, right? And again, right? Keeping my minutes low, making it so that I can give basically all my bench guys, all the depth on this team, give all my bench guys 20 minutes a game, right? While I'm simply put, you know, just like the team's leading scorer, right? Obviously, that's going to, you know, carve me out somewhat of a more superstar role on the squad. But I get it, right? I'm still a rookie. I haven't really came into my own in the team's opinion, right? I still got to keep it going, right? I got to keep showing that. It's nice that you can do that in a couple of games after, you know, putting it on Hall of Fame mode. But we did take an L, so we need you to continue to be consistent with your scoring, sir. That's the team telling me, right? Right. But yeah, man. I was talking about that video, The Death of the Power Forward, made by Rusty. He mentioned that Heat team. He also mentioned that Magic team, which I feel was way more influential. Even though the Heat won a title, the Magic made it all the way to the championship and would lose to eventual champion, the NBA champion Kobe Bryant. As you see me change some things here with coach settings, basically so that, you know, once you see that it's working, I'm scoring, I'm that guy, keep getting me the ball, keep feeding me. I'm the high hand. Don't stop passing me the ball, right? Just make sure you pass me the ball, because I'm the high hand. I'm going to demand the ball when I'm on the court because I'm on limited minutes, right? But yeah, man, the Magic, really good team. Dwight, he was more of a, you know, 20 and 10 kind of guy. Stan Van Gundy was trying to make him more like what Wilt Chamberlain was, more like what Jokic is, a triple-double threat, right? Wilt Chamberlain was averaging 50 points a game one season, and coach was like, you got to pass the ball, Wilt. So he then proceeded to lead the league in assists as a center while still averaging 50 points a game. Utterly ridiculous, right? Type of talent that guy was, right? And of course, Jokic, usually using the give and go, the give 12 flip and passing the ball, you know what I'm saying, as well as scoring and rebounding at a high clip. And Van Gundy wanted to do that for Dwight, as you see us take on the 76ers again here in Philly now on a back-to-back series, right? But Dwight wanted to still just be, he kind of got exposed in every other stop he had. All he really wanted to do was have shooters that can knock down shots so that he doesn't get double teamed, right? So that he could be a triple-double threat by passing the ball. But if they missed it, he wouldn't be getting triple teamed, right? You feel me? And he could tip it back in. Don't even got to get a rebound. Just tip it back in. You get basically 2 points and a rebound, 10 tip-ins, 20 points, 10 rebounds. And then, yeah, y'all start making shots. I can get my 10 assists. I can be a triple-double threat kind of guy, right? Right. But yeah, for the most part, Dwight, after that season when they made it to the finals, Dwight's team, as you see me call timeout again, he would have missed the shot, so it was a good timeout, right? But Dwight didn't want to stay in Orlando anymore because what had happened was Dwight just started getting triple teamed down on the low block. He was too dominant. He could get through a double team, you know, in most cases to score, right? But in terms of a triple team, they would just collapse the paint. He would be forced to kick it out, and then And the mindset back then was let the shooters beat us. As you see me calling ISO for Io DeSumo, right? Let him do his thing, be a team player, right? And he would handle his business, right? But let the shooters shoot, because they're not going to make every shot, right? And that's like a lot of people, they play this game and they complain about, like, they'll say one game I'm killing it, I'm dropping every shot, and the next game I'm missing, right? That's because shooting slumps are real, right? The game is trying to get you under the understanding of the realistic function of NBA basketball, right? You get into a shooting slump, the best thing for you to do is just get closer to the rim, see the ball go in the basket, and you'll proceed to start shooting better, most likely, right? As you see me turn the ball over, right? So, you know, I mean, shooting is great, but remember on the older 2Ks, you'll see them, they basically stole my move right there. So what I'm doing is not really exploitative or cheesing the computer. It's a real life basketball sort of mindset and play, right? I'm not just cheesing the computer. This is real life basketball style play. It's called the give and go, right? But yeah, man, pretty much, you know, I get it, right? Most people have a mindset that, oh, this is a video game, I've overpowered my ability, I should be able to green consistently without having to worry about, you know, things like shooting streaks and slumps. And they even have badges for stuff like this, because that's just the reality of it, right? You're not going to make every single shot. Some of the greatest shooters in the history of the sport have went through historically bad shooting slumps because, again, you're not going to make every shot. The highest percentage shot in basketball is always going to be a layup or a dunk at the rim, because it's hard to miss those, especially when you're wide open, right? The entire concept of spacing, as Rusty was saying in the video, is designed so you can do that. Have the entire lane open, everyone else on the floor just out of the way, and you can just drive to the lane and kick it out in the event that a double comes. That would basically be the icing on the cake. The game started looking a lot more like what the last game looked like, right? I would sit out, I would get in at the very end of the third quarter, right? But then I would also, you know, be here, right here. Basically, that was my last shot of the game. And yeah, man, we would pretty much proceed to blow them out by a similar margin as to the last game, right? 18-point victory there, right? Similar point total for your boy, defensive badge, right? But yeah, man, for the most part, right, you know, again, the older 2Ks, a green release didn't always mean a made shot, right? As you see, I get some BC from Ruffles, right? So the whole point behind that was to get you to start playing higher percentage basketball, also win Rookie of the Month, right? Get you to play higher percentage basketball, a layup or a dunk at the rim, work for a better shot, right? Go for a higher percentage shot, right? As you saw, I was like 20th in league leaders points per game, still 5th in Eastern Conference All-Star votes. But yeah, it's neither here nor there, right? So that's really what it is. But obviously, people who play 2K, oh, green release means a make. So that's just the mindset that a lot of people playing this game have, right? I know my jump shot. I'm good at my jump shot. I feel like if I got my release down, I shouldn't have to deal with the game not allowing me to consistently green, because they want me to think more in terms of real basketball. But that's just how it is. But anyways, I'm gonna get up out of here, get at me, and function with your boy.